I'm checking my mic. Let me see. Yeah, okay, everything looks good. Can't really boost myself anymore, but that's what it is. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I know no one's in here, but I know it's going to be saved to a recording, so I might as well just start talking. Trying to get my Wacom tablet. There she goes. She's alive. I still can't, for the life of me, give this man fucking hair. Um, that'll be okay though. I think because the window looks very sharp, but the rest of him doesn't look sharp. So I don't know if I should try to, sharpen it up now. Probably should try to sharpen it up. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's go like almost black, but not quite. Um. Oh my god. That is not almost black, but not quite. That's not that color at all. I fucking lied. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're gonna try to sharpen him up some, and I'm gonna see how I feel about it. I'm just gonna kind of chicken wing it a little bit, and we're just gonna find out. Because I just think he looks too soft comparatively to what's going on around him. Opacity a little bit on those. Want like a little bit of a softer gradient on him. I have the lollipop, lollipop song stuck in my head for some reason. Um, Gosh, what to talk about? You know what I haven't done in a long time? I haven't been to a convention. I have not been to a convention in such a long time. I really want to go. I really want to go to one. I wonder if there's any good ones coming up this year. I'll have to be on the prowl. I always watch Swell Entertainment, and I love um, hearing her talk about all her convention adventures and misadventures. Makes me want to go to one again. I've only been to like a small town convention here. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, a lot of fun. Um, but I really feel like I just need another. Like, is there ever too many? There probably is too many. Um, I just liked hearing, seeing all the art, and hearing people talk about the stuff they love, and there was like a coloring tent thing. Well, not a tent. I don't know why I said tent, but like a little area for coloring, um, and it had anime themed um, stuff in there, like as far as coloring pages. And me and my friend at the time, me and her just like, well, she's still my friend, but at the time, me and my friend just like made up some OCs like just for shits and gigs, and pick the same paper basically and color the character differently depending on what we wanted, um, which is pretty fun. Um, it's the first time I talked to some furries. That was really interesting. Um, Craftsmanship was impeccable. This looks like one of those fucking witch fingers. Do I have too much detail on this hand, this fingernail? I feel like, oh my god. I feel like less is more in this case, maybe. Less might be more there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really spend a lot of time drawing men. Um, I know that doesn't really say anything about my ability to draw an appropriate hand, but you shut your mouth. I'm doing my best, okay? Doing my best. Um, 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 um. I took today off of my everyday job. Me and my partner sharing a vehicle right now because mine got totaled. Whoops. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Maybe it's fine. It's fine. For real, it's fine. Could be better, but it's fine. Um, but he had some stuff for work that he needed to do, so I am taking the day to do some stuff. I uploaded a short. That was cool. It was just me messing around with the tape. I had to tape my mic to like a little barbecue dough and to get it to kind of like be to where I thought it sounded appropriate, to where the sound quality I thought was better than using my janky headphones. That looks a little better, I think. Okay. We're just gonna go with it. I guess my problem is I know I'm trying to change the subjects a little bit here. I used to have like a really distinct art style. And then I took a bunch of time to try a bunch of different styles, and I did some studies with different materials and tried to get, you know, my digital art legs going, to where I could draw, this effectively as well as I could. I'm still not as good digitally as I am, I believe, with traditional arts like acrylic painting and watercolors and stuff, but it's something that I know will come in time. But anyway, I spent so much time trying out so much crap that by the time I got to where I was like, okay, time to hunker down. I want to do a YouTube channel. I want to do some commissions. I'm ready to like start drawing stuff, like for real. And then, like I've done practicing with all this different stuff, and I kind of found that like coming back to it for some reason, it's like my brain was broken. I kept trying to find, I kept trying to like make everything look realistic, or not even just realistic, but I kept like, I guess like over shading and over rendering stuff, I guess would be the proper term for it, maybe. But I just like I've been having problems with it, I guess, like trying to figure out what my style is. Because I like a lot of things. It's like my problem with anything. I'm indecisive because I like so much, and whether it be my artwork or what to eat or what have you, I just have problems because like I love artwork that looks like this. It reminds me of D&D. I play a lot of D&D. It reminds me of that. Makes me want to do character art and like OC commissions and stuff like that, character designs. Makes me want to do that type of stuff. But then I love like more cartoonish illustrative stuff like Gravity Falls. I was obsessed with Gravity Falls, and I actually just got done rewatching it. But my partner like hadn't seen it before, which is a crime. But anyways, he hadn't seen it, so we watched it together, and I just felt like I was like, gosh, like if I could do something like this, that'd be so much fun. Um, because I feel like I could tell. I'm not the best storyteller I know, because like duh, but I really feel like I could tell an okay story, and especially like around religion and I grew up Southern, being raised like Southern Baptist. My mom was never really like hardcore into it, but it was kind of one of those things where my dad was really into it. So um, we went, and it was just never me. I was always into like witchcraft and stuff even before I really knew what any of that was. I was into it, and it was just never me. And I have some religious trauma, and I really feel like I can do and would want to tell kind of a religious horror kind of story. I think would be really cool. Actually, so that sounds fun. That's on the back burner as an idea, but I like that idea a lot of doing kind of a religious horror story set um, in an area similar to where I grew up and stuff. And I think it would do me a lot of good to put forth. But I've just started this, just started uploading to YouTube, and this is my first project right here. So I'm going to stick to one thing at a time because I got the lovely habit of like doing way too much. I jump into something and I try to jump into it like 5,000%, and it's just like, all right, girl, calm down, one thing at a time. Um, so I'm gonna do that. I'm a one thing at a time. Um, and we will just see what happens. All right. Does that look better? Let's see. I think that's starting to look better. I think it'll look a lot better when I really get to the lighting because there's going to be light coming in, from the window here. And then I want some candles back here. I need to figure out this dude some hair. That's like something serious. Poor fucking thing. And that's like my struggle too. The fucking hair. I picture him just like in this real dark chestnut kind of thing. Let's just see. Okay, let's do his hairline first. Let me change pass back up. Okay, let's do hairline. That looks good, I think, as far as the hairline goes. I'm just gonna color his head so he just doesn't look bald anymore. Not bald is, I think, an appropriate. I'm not an expert. Don't quote me. Not bald is a great first step. Gosh, you know what I was thinking about recently? Graveyard Girl. I was thinking about her a lot recently, and I hope she's doing okay. I loved watching her stuff, and I know she was kind of going through it. And I was watching some videos about her and everything, but I haven't checked on her channel. But I always I don't know. I guess kind of her just being her, kind of has always been something that's kind of inspired me to just kind of be me. Maybe come on here and do something like this. So I think that'd be cool. Let's see. How do hairlines work? What's a hairline? What's hair? Alright. Okay. I think that's a good base. Alright. What does hair look like? Okay. Kind of picturing. I kind of want it to come over his fingers some. Like, I kind of really wanted. Like, oh, I'm sitting here, hands through my hair, high key passing out, kind of thing. And I got the Gravity Falls intro stuck in my head now. I love it. It was good. I really feel like they could have gone a little bit longer, which is kind of crazy because normally I kind of have the opposite opinion of stuff like that. That they really should have dragged it out longer. But I really feel like they could have. Like there's some stuff um, that they could have dragged out. I think, but that's okay. Just being greedy. Just being greedy. I feel like under here has got to be a little darker. Probably a little darker here too. It's all fucking dark to be honest with you. But that's okay. One step at a time. Alright. Brown. But yeah, basically, I don't know if I think I kind of mentioned it in my intro some, like what my first piece is going to be about. But it's really going to be he's going to be a vampire hunter. I'm gonna see what it looks like hiding some of this in here. Maybe? Does that kind of take away from it? Oh my god. Undo. No, I think he's fine. Anyways, I'm doing a video about vampire hunters. So, not vampire hunters, but vampire hunting kits. Like, dagger, um, gun, things of that sort. Holy water and garlic, and it's got like a little note in there and stuff. And it's kind of like surprised me um, how in depth some of it actually went. Like I just ran into some stuff and was like watching episodes of Pawn Stars and all kinds of crap. I was like, just in it, just like researching and looking at all this stuff involving vampire hunting kits. And I had, friends helping me, search on the Wayback Machine, which I don't know why I never thought to do, but I was just, I guess, too wrapped up in it, question mark, that I wasn't really thinking. and just kind of going Google crazy a little bit. This is darker than this. I'm gonna go back to this. Um, I'll darken it up need be. Um, anyways, and I found all kinds of stuff, catalogs of where somebody was like recording all of this, and I emailed them and everything, but the website shut down and nobody ever really got back to me or anything. So it is what it is, but that's okay. Um, it was just kind of cool being that was cataloged. That somebody took the time to document all this information about vampire hunting kits and which ones were in what collections and the differences between the two and the fonts and all this kind of stuff. Like a bunch of just information, just straight information, and I loved it. I thought it was really cool, and I'm glad that it was able to be preserved because I know people say like, "Oh, what you do on the internet's forever," and it's like yes and no, and I say that unfortunately, yes and no. Um, might so, yeah, I hate using I love and I hate the liquify tool. Um, it's gotten me lazy in some of my traditional art. I'm like, if I could just like move this a little, that'd be like great. But alas, you cannot. Is this doing something for y'all? I struggle with women's hair too. Honestly, when I go to draw my female characters, I struggle um, with the hair. But that's part of learning, and I can't wait to look back on this drawing and other drawings and be like, oh my god, look at how far I have come. It's just getting there, just doing that work. It's gonna be like, oof, oof. But it's okay. I'll get there. And hopefully we will get there together. And I'll have a bunch of people witnessing my growth, which is fine. I'm not real stage frighty, I guess. I just not real like, oh no, don't look at my stuff. Not really. Yeah, I don't know. Told everybody at work, they're like, yeah, no, you see people talking about stuff on YouTube. That's gonna be me. Hopefully, I'm gonna try. That's what it is, right? Just doing the try. Because I'm not even uploading for anything in particular. Like, would it be nice to do this every day? Because whatever, and make money and be able to live and stuff. Yeah, that'd be like fucking awesome. Okay? Like, nobody's gonna complain about that. Is that my goal? No, not really. I don't know what my goal is, but that's fine. That's just how it goes. Okay, he's got hair. Am I in love with it? No. Do I think I could do any. Ooh! Do I think I could do any better? Probably not as of right now. Do any better? If anybody has any critiques about how to fix this man's head, like 100% let a girl know. Let a girl know. So, last time I live streamed this, I kind of just left it like going for hours. I might, unless people start showing up, like if I just am sitting here talking to myself like I am right now, I'll probably end it so that it could be in like little cute bite-sized segments on YouTube. Um, Basically. And it'd be a little easier to watch for somebody maybe. Don't forget to save. Okay, that looks better. I think he's looking better so far. Now I gotta do this hand on top of this book, which shouldn't be too hard comparatively to this hand, because that's like a pose. Okay, like, I ain't saying it's perfect, because it's not, but like, for me, say what? Oh, that looks so much better, actually, now that I'm like looking at the differences between it. It looks a lot better. Okay, let me figure out, I guess, cause I don't like having a million and two, um, I don't like having a million and two. Oh my god, words are hard. I don't like having a million and two, layers. That's the word. Layers. Okay, let's grab this base tone off of him. And come over here. I guess I'll do it underneath the face sketch so that I can kind of have some guidelines still. I don't know why I love this brush so much. I just like the soft edges, I think. I felt like I was talking about something. I was talking about Graveyard Girl, and I was talking about... Oh, Vampire Hunting Kits was one thing I was talking about. That's what my first video is going to be about. Is vampire hunting kits and like the history behind them and where they are now and just stuff of that nature. Because I mean, I was kind of like, I always kind of like knew about them, you know, like I was aware that they existed, but I didn't really have an idea of the depths, I guess, at which it ran. Okay, does that hand look like it's the same size hand? I think so. I think that does. Okay, I'm gonna lower the opacity some of this too, so I can like see this a little clearer, and it's not going to. Maybe I should do this overneath the hand. Let me see. I'm gonna grab this blue too. So I want to try to make sure. Oh my God, that I am maintaining some of these colors, you know, into the entirety of his skin, because that's something I've learned. Not sure if I've 100% mastered it, but that having these other little tones, like reds and blues and greens and stuff, within your artwork helps a lot. Okay, I'm actually going to do a completely... What is... I don't know what that is. Is that me messing around up here? Is that what that is? It's something. I'm scared to delete it. What the hell is it? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that really just... Oh, it's those little tiny blue spots I was making. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just collapse that down on top of the skin. New thing. Okay. Probably lighten it just like I did before. I kind of went on a little strong and then, lightened it down some. Well, so what did you guys think of Gravity Falls? I loved it, personally. I'm not from, like, a mountain town. I've never lived in a mountain town at all, but I loved it. I thought it was nice. It reminded me of home, even though I'd never been to some place like that. I guess it was kind of like the backwoods kind of, small town feeling, I guess, is what really kind of called to me. I've always wanted to... Because, like, write what you know what I mean? Like, do what you know, and everything will be okay, I think. And that's what I know being from a small town and stuff, and I know creepy, spooky, mysterious. So I think it would be a good thing to have as a subject matter for myself. As far as projects go, it would just have to be... I would need like the time. Like that's kind of where I guess like where it would be best. Like truthfully, like would it be nice for all to pay my bills? Yeah, that would be so fucking cool. What would be really nice is honestly the time, like having the time to dedicate stuff I actually want to do. Because as of right now, I don't really like my actual like day-to-day job. It's not a necessity. It's really not anything that's like somebody's gonna fucking die. I'm not like a nurse or a doctor. I don't help anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not contributing. I don't even like really. I'm not talking about jobs that some other people would think are unimportant, like service or fast food or nothing like that. Like, it's like, because those people like I'm not talking about that type of stuff. So I know, I just want to make that clear, because I know some people will be like, oh, fast food workers are unimportant, and it's like, no, I don't necessarily agree with that. But Like literally the job that I do, like I don't really even provide. I like work in manufacturing, and it's just and the thing I manufacture is like a luxury item. It's not anything. It's kind of hard being like, yeah, look at all the money that we made from all these people who have money, and then look at all the money that you're not gonna get, and like let's barely pay you fucking anything to build this thing for these rich people, and then like whatever. Good luck, I guess. Oh, you can't afford your bills? That fucking sucks. Um, yeah, it would have been nice to get a car the second that yours got totaled, but whatever. You'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. And I'm just like, bro, okay. But if I could float my fucking bills and make, what I spend time actually feeling like I'm doing something, like whether it be art, yeah, or doing anything that I could do to provide any type of purpose to myself would be amazing, I think, because it's just kind of hard, I guess, getting motivation for it. The job sometimes, because luxury goods are nice and everybody likes owning nice things, and I'm not, I don't know the clients, so I'm not going to say that they're all evil just for having money and then complain about, why don't I have money? It's not that. I I don't know. It just feels like it's hard for me to find motivation and purpose behind it, I guess. Like a driving force. Like I can't, you know, really like cuz I used to work at a cafe and like a donut shop, and at least there I'm like I'm going to go in here and there's going to be like so many people that are happy to see me. I drove in the wrong fucking layer. And I'm going to make all these kids day, and they're going to fucking love it, and it's going to be great, and there's fulfillment in that. To me there was fulfillment in it into some facet. But um I don't find a lot of fulfillment in what I do right now, and um they keep kind of talking like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of places that you can go within the company. Like you can find ways of making us more money, and then we'll give you more money. And I'm like, that's cool, that's fine, but I would kind of like to be creating. I would just like to be creating and talking to people about stuff I'm passionate about. But who fucking wouldn't, right? I'm just rambling on at this fucking point. Um, if you're my boss and you see this, don't fucking fire me. I need to eat. Um, but I think that hand's looking good. Looks a little weird. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. Anyways, um, I think it needs to. Oh no, that's not right. Oh lord, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try fucking twisting this thing. And I guess that's like another thing. It's kind of like so scary because it's so fragile. I guess in that way of like, oh, I can kind of talk about the state of what I feel like I'm doing at work. It doesn't feel important, and I'm not fully fulfilled with my pay. And then they're like, "Oh my god, gotta fire you for it." And it's just like I don't like that feeling and like that hanging over my head. Um, but it is what it is, I guess. Let me see how this looks. If that looks any better. I think that does look better. I wonder if I can just like duplicate this and then like duplicate this right here. And it will, there we go. And I'm just gonna put this question mark. Oh no. What did I merge? Okay. Oh, it was because it was under this. I was like, what the fuck? Like, whatever. I can add some more shading to it. This is hair. And, oh, that was the other hair. Yeah, that was kind of too much. Now I'm looking at it. Curtain and window in the sky. And I still need the sketch. I might wait until I figure out. Well, I can kind of figure out the lighting just from looking at it a bit. TBH. I'm gonna make another layer. I'll figure it out. I'll erase some of it. I'll come back through with it. Probably shouldn't have been as lazy about this, but it's fine. Because now I gotta come back through and erase all this stupid crap. Where's that blue at? There it is. I like this color on his skin. Okay, I can collapse that and just keep adding more. I'm just gonna keep building up on it, I guess. That is not fucking right. Let me add another fucking layer. Oh, did I add another layer? Okay, whatever. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to keep these lives entertaining. I know I'm gonna have them up and stuff, and I saw a bird fly through the fucking window. Not through the window, oh my god. Past the window just now, and I for real thought, like, Satan himself was, like, finally coming to fucking get me. I'm not used to these windows in this room. Ugh, god. It's okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. Not today, Satan. Ha 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 ha. God, I remember when everybody was saying that. Do y'all remember when everybody was saying that? Crazy. Crazy times. But yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna do my best to keep these things as entertaining as I can keep them. You know, because and they think there's only so much I could really ramble about. You know, I mean, just keep talking. I have no problems talking. I can talk about fucking anything. You know, like why do hamsters always have the fucking most awful deaths? You know, like why does that fucking happen? Like who? You know what I mean? It's always like I knew somebody who told me that they knew somebody who put a hamster in a freaking what you call it? Oh my god, what is it called? Like a RC car, like a fake monster truck, and was like, the hamster's gonna have so much fun. The hamster did not make it. You know, and it's like Jesus Christ, like, and they were like, haha, isn't that so crazy? And I'm like, this is horrific. Like, you know, like what I mean, like what the fuck, like, who the hell does that? I mean, kids do that, but like, oh, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to draw a rosary. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. I think red is fitting. Let's get a good base. And I believe rosaries they have different types of rosaries, I think. Okay, but yeah, that's a general consensus is it's got beads and like a necklace kinda, and then it comes down. Okay, I could do that. That's nice. And I think I'm gonna do like sets of tiny beads. I think maybe to break it up a little bit. Obviously the big beads are easier, but okay. And then I kind of want it to seem like he was kind of holding him. And he is fallen asleep, fiddling with it. No, it would be like this. Yeah. Okay, it would be like a full one. I have been really in the mood to watch Ghost Hunters lately. I love Ghost Hunters, and I wish that it was back. Did y'all hear that Josh Gates has left the Discovery Channel? Um, Apparently they tried to like. This is what I've heard. No, I don't know, but apparently they were like, "Oh, this budget? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. You're gonna have to like cut back astronomically." And he was like, "Well, what the fuck? Okay, no," and was like, "I'm going to go make a deal with Amazon." Um, I don't know what that means. I haven't seen anything. I haven't looked either, though, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I like all his shows. I saw him live one time, and I thought that was pretty cool. Um, he seems like way more confident, on TV. I think um, in person talking for him makes him a little nervous. That's what it seemed like to me. Which is fine. I bet I'd be the same way. Like I'm sitting here talking to myself and it's fine. Like no nervous, just fine. And I could get like on a stage or something, and be like, or like at work, I have to train somebody, and I'm like sitting there like sweating. Like why am I doing this? Okay, hopefully that physically makes sense. It looks like it's draping right. I will come back in and have some details. Okay. Do like one big bead. So I kind of think this should be smaller beads. And then I'll put the cross. I'm learning all kinds of stuff doing this though. I'm gonna duplicate it. Who is messaging me? I don't want a free roof inspection. That is not something I want. Fuck that. How long have I been going? I don't know how long I've been going. Is there a way to tell? I do not know. So I have to call my doctor and stuff. I can go a little bit without calling the doctor. I'll wait a little bit. Okay. I guess I can like lock this. That's probably a safer bet than what I was doing before. What would be a good color to shade this with? I think maybe this dark purple would probably be good. Maybe? I don't like a blue. No, I think the purple was more up the alley. No, this doesn't look great. Let me, 1 second. Let me look. If I can find a reference. Okay. A lot of people are just fucking going darker red. Which I guess is what I will do. I know this is kind of like a lazy way of shading it, but I will add more detail, I swear. I swear. It will look better. But steps. Trust the process, you know? Trust the process. Oh my god, did anybody see Iron Lung? I guess it's gonna be the last thing I chat about on this thing, but did anybody go see Iron Lung? I saw Iron Lung. I liked it. I was surprised that there were as many people that were kind of like confused? Question mark. Like, why are you? I don't know. Like, people are like really, really confused, kind of by it, and that confused me because like some people were like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" And like, what the hell was that? And I was like, what? Again, like some people just didn't. I don't know. It was almost like they were upset that it wasn't like spoon fed to them or something. Like that's kind of how they were acting. I'm not trying to say that that's what they were thinking, but that's how it felt. And I was just kind of perplexed a little bit, to be honest with you. I was just like, I don't know. I liked it. I liked that you could have kind of conversations about certain parts of it, you know, and um, I felt like I could have intelligent discussion. Me and my partner talked about it extensively uh, after we got done watching it and stuff. And I love stuff like that. It kind of reminded me of The Lighthouse in that way, with Willem Dafoe and um, Robert Patterson. I liked The Lighthouse. My mom doesn't like stuff like that. She doesn't like stuff where you kind of gotta guess what's going on. But I don't. I like it. I like arguing about it, and then you watch a YouTube video about it, and there's like somebody that's like way smarter than you talking about like, oh, this was probably a reference to the story of this god and this and that and the other, and it lines up in this way and that way, and I'm like, that is just so fucking cool. That is, I couldn't imagine being somebody who's into mythology like that or something, and then just watching because I love mythology, but nobody knows everything, you know. So, um, to just be in the middle of watching it and having that niche knowledge and seeing it appear in a movie would have me tripping out. I've had that happen in shows before where I'm like, oh my god, I know what the fuck they're referencing. So cool. So much fun. Lots of fun. I'm going to add this color to all my beads, and I'm going to back up and kind of see what it looks like. And then I will probably get off to call my doctor and stretch my leggies a little bit because I've been sitting for a while because I did some stuff on some other socials that I got, just some drawing stuff, and did all of that, and I made a short, and which I feel like isn't too bad, but I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was working with the software, and I just had like I was completely perplexed at it. To be honest with you, I was just like, what the fuck is it asking me to do? Okay, I think this is looking fine. I think this is looking pretty good. Well, I know nobody's in here with. Oh my god, what the fuck happened to his skin? Oh, the windows. Oh, his skin's. Hold the fucking phone. Okay, no, it's fixed. Okay, disaster averted. Anyways, I know nobody joined me, and that's okay. But if you're watching this, I hope that you um were entertained by some of my ramblings. Have a good day.